Hello, guys. This is the Wings Mobile Detailing Podcast, and today we're gonna put some reality into perspective and of what's been going on, of what has been going on for the past 10 years, and what's gonna continue to go on in people's mind and people's job, people's lives for the rest of their life. While we live, we're gonna go have up and downs. We're gonna have opportunities that we feel like it is opportunity. We're gonna have job opportunities. We're gonna see that one job is paying more, the other is not, and then we're gonna just fight for the money. And that's what the majority of us do. We go after the money. Uh, Sometimes we're working for a company where you see potential in it. It is actually growing, although it may not be paying well. But let's bring all the roller coasters of life, roller coasters of working for whatever type of job you have, and just be real, man.
Welcome to the Wings Mobile Detailing Business and Automotive Podcast, the only podcast that will guide you on how to start and grow six-figure companies. As our team expand from one business location to worldwide domination, you will get step-by-step insights from a millennial franchisor and franchise owner with your host, Andre Mezzalera.
Staying around that old saying, you are the five people that you have around you in your group. Because you're influenced, all of us, every single one of us, we're influenced by our surroundings, by the people we get around us. And sometimes we tend to become somebody different whom we are not because we put wrong people into our lives. That being school. I'm talking about school, that being job related. And you were in a job where you were there because of the money, and for some stupid reason you think that the money equals opportunity, higher pay is better opportunity, and you're fighting for the money your entire life, skip from job to job, and you never settle down because you never have the gut, you never have you don't follow your gut feeling of growth. If you're somewhere where you know it's growing, you know it have potential, but sometimes any little problem that shows up in the way that brings you out of comfort, you already want to get away from that. You already want to quit. And this is not what life is all about, guys. Starting with the money part, for whomever is actually relating money increase with opportunity, they're two completely different things. Sometimes the job you're in or the endeavor you take that has more upside growth and more upside potential is the one that pays you the least in the short term. The majority of time, in fact, the majority of time of the opportunities that pay you less or that brings you less fulfillment in the short term, majority of times those are the ones that has bigger potential in the future. Why? Because that's testing you. If you're in a place where currently it doesn't bring as much return as you expected, but you see the potential, that's the place you should not want to leave. Because if you're looking for short-term potential, for short-term return on whatever you're doing in life, being financial, being whatever it is, for the short term, you're gonna get only short-term results, and you're messing up with your long-term goals, your long-term results. That's why a lot of people, when you see about investments, for example, this is related to anything in life. You see about investments. You go invest in company, what do they always say? Stay for the long term. Warren Buffett. Investment will dictate the patient guys from the impatient guys. Because the patient guys, those are the one who's going to last in investment. It's going to get the fruits of their labor and get their crops later on. Compared to the guy who's there short term, who's just one a little bit of gambling here and there. Same with the job opportunity. If you're in a company where you see that there's a lot of potential, you may not be getting paid as you would if you're in a big opportunity. If you're in a growing company, if you're an entrepreneur who's growing a business big at the beginning, you supposedly are not gonna profit much from the beginning. You will profit. You'll make a lot of money, but that's the money you shouldn't use. And if you use that money improperly for the short term, the long term, you're screwing with your long term. You're supposed to be broke in the first years of business. That is what is going to build the foundation for the long term, for you to grow a business in the long term. You being broke, you giving up in the short term And this is what people don't understand, that it's not about only entrepreneurship. It's not only about investment. It's everything. It's a relationship. It's a job. It's everything in your life. Whatever type of decision, if you guys are going to analyze everything that has short-term satisfaction, short-term return, only short-term, things that sounds good, that saying, it sounds too good to be true, because majority of the time it is. If it sounds too good to be true in the short term, where it doesn't require work and patience, that is usually too good to be truth. Looking for something, and your gut feeling are gonna tell you, follow something that it may not be bringing return right now, but if you believe in that with your gut feeling, you're going to be aware that there will be problems in the way. In the short term, there will be problems, but your gut feeling is going to tell you, your instinct is going to tell you that in the long term, it is worth it. But 99% of you will not have the patience it takes to go through the problems in the short term to collect the fruits of your labor or whatever you're investing in life for the long term. And that's the problem with society. They don't understand. They are impatient, especially millennials right now. But I'm not going to throw on millennials because I am one. And there are a lot of great ones. There are a lot of ones that understand. But in every decision that you make in life, use this comparison. Think of, okay, what type of return am I getting? Am I just excited for the short-term hype out of this job that I'm taking? Even though I believe in the one it's not hyped up, but I see foundation and potential. Am I excited if we're gonna invest on something? Am I excited to invest on this right now because I'm hyped up about this now and I want to see the short-term money? Growth takes knowledge and patience, and for you to acquire knowledge, you need patience because it takes years of studying. It's nothing in life you are able to acquire without having the proper knowledge on it. Nothing that will bring you wealth, that will bring you financial growth for the long term. If you want something for the long term, it takes time, it takes patience, and it takes sacrifices for you to give in what sounds good in that short term, in the short decision of your life. It takes sacrifice for you to give up on that decision and go somewhere else where it's uncomfortable at first. But then the thrilling side on this is that at the end of the roller coaster, when you're towards the end, is what matters the most. You're gonna get the fruits of your labor. You're not gonna suffer. You're gonna live a happy life. If you take this into consideration in all areas of your life, you're gonna live a happier life because it's gonna be more fulfilled, and you're not gonna have lived a life of fakeness, illusions, and fake promises around you that you took on and you didn't take responsibility to be like, okay, I took on this myself because I wanted the short-term success, and that does not exist. So if you're impatient with whatever it is in your life and you're like, I just can't be patient, I just can't wait, I want to do things right away. Everybody wants the results right away. Everybody wants to invest on something and get return a month from now. Everybody wants a good paying job and get the money right now so they can buy a new car this year, not 5 years, 10 years from now. Everybody's like that. But always think in your head, okay, am I going to be leading this delusional life for until I die? Or do I want I want a foundation, I want actual wealth and not just short-term satisfaction. If you think about that, know to yourself, okay, I am supposed to pick the uncomfortable things in life. I'm supposed to be doing this, and there will be days that you're not gonna feel like it, but you're supposed to do them anyways. Especially on the days that you don't feel like doing it, because everybody does things on the days that they feel like doing stuff. But 1% of people do things that they're supposed to do on the days that they don't feel like. And that 1% of time, that's what counts the most. If you want to get out of average, that's what counts the most. That 1% of time of you doing things when you don't feel like it. And think of that. If you're impatient, if you want the fruits of your labor right now, right at this second, think that you're taking away from the future, taking away from the actual hard tangible growth. And you're just living a delusional life that's not gonna lead anywhere. You may think you're happy, you may think you're satisfied with things that's occurring, on the short term, but the hardships are gonna come as consequence of your decisions that you're making right now for short-term success, and you're not gonna be happy with the consequences that will inevitably come. It will come. So think of it to yourself. If you're going through hard times and if you have an uncomfortable decision, but your gut feelings telling you that this is a good potential, good place to be in, take that one and think of your future instead of your present. Think of, okay, I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to go through hard times so that I can actually succeed. I have to do this, so I have to go through hard times. I have to suffer. I have to go through setbacks. And if you put that in your mind while you're going through setbacks, if you have this instilled in your mind, then while you're going through setbacks, you're gonna be happy. You're gonna be excited because you're doing something that you know you're supposed to do, and it's gonna be more fulfilling than you actually taking the comfortable route. Thank you so much, guys. The Wings Mobile Detailing Podcast, and we stay with business and auto detailing podcast here. Thank you.